We've been receiving some very positive feedback regarding the indicator algos thus far. Many monthly subscriptions have already converted to the lifetime limited package over the course of the month. So before it's too late, reserve your lifetime spot now to receive special perks to be announced soon. Welcome back to the channel. This is ARCa, and let's dive into ARQ DBSI. Let's kill 'em, team. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. I am happy to introduce ARQ DBSI as our featured algo. So let's go ahead and pull up the charts here and take a look at the perks here or the details here for this algo. Okay, so what I want you to do, if you're already a holder of this algorithm or the actual package itself, right? If you're already a holder of this package, I want you to do this. Definitely refer to this top side. I can pull up an arrow, right? So refer to this top side here and hover your mouse over that area there so that you can get this to pop up like this, right? Pull up the settings, and I want you to go into the inputs menu, right? And I want you to display your opposite values, which is going to give you the opposite reads of every single candle metric here, and display average price. Okay, so click on that. And then the 13-day exponential moving average, which is a key element for this algorithm, pops up. Okay, so now now that we have this in our visibility, we can go ahead and move on. Okay, so as you can see, I already had another instance of this loaded just in case, right? So I wanted to make sure that you can get that as well. Now, when you do have this loaded, you can also just save this as default. So every single time, let's go ahead and get rid of them now. So every single time you load your DBSI indicator, which by the way, you can locate within your invite scripts only, and you'll see it there as ARQ DBSI, you can actually select this star here to put it into your favorites. Okay, so let's go ahead and just click on that. And now that we save that to default, every single time you load up an instance of DBSI, you'll get the opposite reads and the EMA 13 already within this, within your visceral spectrum. Okay. All right. So a couple key characteristics here that we wanna go over. First of all, these little indications down here, these are very simple. Think of your blue, think of this teal color and this very dark pink color as your red and green, meaning that it does have assistance for buy signals and, sell signals and buy signals. Okay. Now, whenever you are presented with these X's, that actually represents an indecision in the markets. Okay. So that would be a break of market structure, a consolidation period, and usually when you get these X's, a potential reversal to the upside or to the downside can be seen. Okay, now it is up to you in your discretion and absolutely within your charting to identify that strength to the upside or downside, but something that does allow you to determine whether that upside or downside is lesser or higher or of higher probability. You can use the tables right up here. So this is the bull strength versus bear's strength. Now, the way that this is determined is actually quite simple. The algorithm takes into account every single candle printed below the EMA 13 line, and also takes into account every candle printed upside of the EMA 13 on a closing period, right? As long as we do have the candle entirely closing above the EMA 13, then it would count for the bull's side. And as long as it is closing below that EMA 13, then we can go ahead and apply that score for the bears. And this is how you're able to get this score right up here. It would be considered relative strength. So now I like to use this in several time frames, to be perfectly honest with you. I do believe that it has the ability to read in any time frame whatsoever. It is absolutely universal, and this application can be used in anything across the board. I'm talking about indices, your traditional equities, right? You have cryptocurrencies, bonds. You can even chart the 10-year yield with this, right? Anything that has a chart within it, you can use your DBSI and get a relative strength score right up here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go over some other key elements here, as I would like for you to kind of use this strategically, right? So what else can we go over? Let's see. So the way that this buy and sell signal, the way that these are determined is actually using a fast moving average and a slow moving average crossover, similar to the other algorithm that we have, which is the ARC indicator, right, within that same collection. So, or actually, you know what, which one we can use? It would be, I believe, the composure algorithm that we introduced first, right? So I'm going to go ahead and make as many of these videos as possible. So the composure algorithm, which is the very popular indicator that is able to identify zones of manipulation in the market, right? Lots of people rave about this indicator here. So this indicator takes into account sell signals that are presented in a very different fashion. It is actually a crossover strategy. So whenever you get that that yellow triangle, that means that the EMA2, the 2-day exponential period, the 2-day exponential moving average crossing upside of the 8-day exponential moving average. That's how you get this yellow triangle. So similar to that, and of course it does have its inverse play as well, which is the red triangle, which is the inverse of that, which would be the EMA2 crossing below the EMA8. So very similar to the composure algorithm, the DBSI indicator takes that into account as well. A similar moving average strategy to display your buy signal and your sell signal. Okay, so this is a very simple indicator with absolute edge, and like I said, you're able to use this in several time frames. So go ahead and notice here how the score changes as we move up through the time frames, right? So you have your hourly with a 44 to 56. Your buy hourly is actually 36 to 64. As you move up, you're going to start to see where the real strength is laying on, right? So it serves for potential swing plays. It can serve for potential short-term scalp momentum trades, day trades, anything of that sort. So the indicator itself is very versatile, and I do use it very often. In fact, I pull it up in my videos all the time. So yeah, go ahead and pull this one up, and definitely combine this indicator with maybe the ARC armor so that you can gauge the buy signal differences, right? So for example here, the DBSI came in with a very conservative buy signal on a 3-hour time frame at the open of this candle here, which was around 435.22 of the SPY. And notice, this is the DBSI buy signal, right? And notice that the ARC armor came in a little more, I would say, definitely not as aggressive, right? Giving us that buy signal at 435.96. It's not always the case that the DBSI indicator would give you a buy or sell signal earlier or later than the other. It just depends on the current strategy. So the armor indicator does have its own strategy and its own secret sauce to make that upside signal or downside signal, right? So I'm telling you to use these in pairs so that you can identify where the average buy-in or sell period could be within the collection of the indicators. Of course, you can pair this with another one that does have a very accurate read for buy and sell signals as well, which would be, of course, we want to go to the indicator section, invite scripts only, right? And then click on enhanced MACD, which is the other indicator here that does have some buy and sell signals, and this is volatility versus momentum. You hear me mention that quite often, and I do believe that indicator does have quite a bit of edge. So now if the computer decides to load that at any moment here, it would be amazing, right? So let's go ahead and click on it one more time and find out what the deal is here. not even sure if I clicked on it the initial time. There we go. Oh, we got two instances now. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and compare that now, right? So here's your buy signal from DBSI, which is a very aggressive one, right? Now the conservative enhanced MACD did give you a buy signal here, which was even later than the armor indicator, right? So you can see here that you have 1, 2, and then a little later you have the third one. So you can see that you could probably determine where your discretion would lead to a potential entry, right? So yeah, these algorithms are set to help you out and assist in trading, right? But I must warn and I must say that you should never trust any algorithm, no matter who makes it, fully, right? So you want to make sure that you can apply some charting within this, get to know your candle structures, get to know how price action behaves, know some formation theory, all that good stuff, right? It doesn't take too long for us to identify what a candle can do, or what a head and shoulders looks like, or a triangle, any of that stuff, right? So definitely get your hands on these algorithms as soon as you can, as the limited spots for the lifetime membership, those are actually going away pretty fast. And I would just give you that quick little warning now, okay, team? So I think this is a pretty good place to leave off here, as we did touch on pretty much everything. I'm just going to check my notes here and see if there's anything we could use here. So let's see. Yeah, no, I think, yep, I think we're pretty good. Yeah, so if anything, you know where to reach me. Go ahead and get in touch with us at that same email that you saw in the introduction, which, by the way, may change in the coming month or two, as we have acquired the ARCa Bulls domain. So yeah, you know where to reach me. The email is arqindicators@gmail.com, and get that spot as soon as possible. But yeah, team, please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Neither can these indicators or algos that we're releasing now. Okay, I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, I wish you well, a very good night, and I'll catch you at the next one. Peace, team.